Hello, my name is Jessica Gonzalez, and this is my final video project for EDUC 522 at Azusa Pacific University. This video project is about my unit plan on the life cycle of plants and animals. My unit focuses specifically on standards, cognition, and technology. This unit is based around second grade life science standards. To begin planning my unit, I focused on what science standards needed to be covered and also what language arts and technology standards would be addressed through this 6-week unit plan. The standards covered in this unit plan include life science standards, investigation and experimentation, language arts including reading, writing, listening, and speaking, and technology. The purpose of this unit is for students to learn and understand the different life cycles of animals such as butterflies, frogs, crickets, and mice, as well as life cycles of plants and how each life cycle has similarities and differences. By the end of this unit, students will be able to recite the stages of the butterfly, frog, cricket, mouse, peach tree, and flower life cycle in sequential order with detail and explain how each is different and similar to one another. They will be able to understand and explain that different plants and animals have different and predictable life cycles. Students will recognize, define, and utilize the vocabulary words from the science text. They will explain in their own words that animals and plants reproduce offspring of their own kind and that there is variation among individuals of one kind in each population. They will be able to identify and explain different environmental factors that can affect the germination, growth, and development of different types of plants. During the unit, they will utilize technology tools like the internet, blogs, digital camera, flip video camera, Elmo, email, word processor, Audacity, speakers, printer, PowerPoint, and other tools to enhance learning and demonstrate their attained knowledge. They will make predictions based on information they learned in the science textbook and other outside sources. They will write detailed journal entries describing newly acquired information, experiences, and individual thoughts and feelings in regard to the science content. Students will follow oral and written instructions for experiments, assignments, and projects in relation to life science. They will read informational text and ask clarifying questions, respond to prompts, and answer questions asked of them throughout the reading in order to understand the content. Students will also organize and deliver short class presentations covering a specific topic and create and present artistic representations of life science information. In order to be sure that I am able to reach every single student in my class, including students with all types of learning styles and multiple intelligences, I have based my unit plan around Bloom's taxonomy and Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences. Throughout my 6-week unit, there are activities geared specifically at all 8 multiple intelligences, as well as assessments targeted for each. Students will not only participate in activities in their own learning styles, but also in the learning styles of their classmates. Students will work on activities independently, in pairs, and in small groups. Howard Gardner is a psychologist and professor of neuroscience from Harvard University. He developed the theory of multiple intelligences in 1983. Basically, the theory challenges the traditional beliefs about education and cognition. Gardner claims that human beings have different kinds of intelligences that reflect different ways of interacting in the world. He also says that each person has a unique combination of the intelligences and that no 2 individuals have the same configuration. Included in these multiple intelligences are interpersonal, intrapersonal, visual, verbal, logical mathematical, musical, kinesthetic, and naturalist. Students with the interpersonal intelligence have the ability to understand other people, which is a very important life skill as it allows people to work effectively with one another. To target my interpersonal learners, I have included many group and pair projects and collaborative learning activities. Students will participate in group research and presentations, group games, and one-on-one interviews during this unit. Students with the intrapersonal intelligence have the capacity to understand themselves very well. They appreciate and understand their own feelings, fears, and motivations. This is important for students to be able to know how they feel about certain things, what they feel comfortable doing, and where to go to find help when they need it. To target my intrapersonal learners, I've included many opportunities on a daily basis to journal their thoughts and feelings in regards to the unit and new information they are learning. Students with the visual intelligence have the ability to see the spatial world internally in their minds. This can be very useful in art and science. So in order to target my visual learners, I have incorporated a number of art projects, such as creating life cycle wheels and vocabulary posters, as well as including the use of the digital camera to take numerous photos throughout the unit. Students with the verbal intelligence can use language to express what is on their minds, as well as to understand other people. They have sensitivity to spoken and written language and the ability to learn languages. To accommodate my verbal learners, I have made sure to include plenty of opportunities to read the textbook and other outside sources, write journal entries and friendly letters, pair share with partners, and work in groups. Students with a logical mathematical intelligence can analyze problems logically, carry out mathematical operations, and investigate issues scientifically. During this unit, students will have opportunities to work together to solve problems, think logically about possible ways to care for live butterflies and plants, as well as create and use review games. Students with the musical intelligence have the capacity to think in music. They hear patterns, recognize them, and can even manipulate them. My musical intelligence students will thrive during activities in the unit plan that incorporates the use or creation of music. All my students will listen to and watch life cycle songs and videos, and they will even get to create their own chants and songs throughout the unit. Students with the kinesthetic intelligence have the potential of using their body or parts of their body to solve problems, make something, or put on some sort of production. My students will definitely get to use their bodies in this unit plan. They will be asked to make hand motions to accompany vocabulary words and student-created songs and chants. They will also be able to use their entire bodies to act out the stages of the butterfly life cycle during a music and movement activity. Students with the naturalist intelligence have the ability to discriminate among living things like plants and animals. To target the naturalist learners in my class, I have included activities where they will be in charge of caring for live butterflies in the classroom and growing their own plants and flowers. Along with focusing on multiple intelligences, there is also a strong focus on technology integration in this unit. In nearly every activity, students will also participate in technology integration and skill-building activities. Some of the activities centered around technology in this unit are things like using the science curriculum CD, using the stereo or the CD player to learn new life cycle songs, using the Elmo to present information to the class, using the classroom computers to do research and email their 4th grade buddies, using PowerPoint to make presentations for the end of the unit, using the flip video camera to videotape their classmates doing chants and songs, using the digital camera to take pictures of different activities throughout the unit, using the class blog to update, let the world know things that they're doing in the class, and using the classroom speakers to say different chants and different songs that they made up. Every student in my class will benefit from this unit plan because of the fact that it focuses on standards, cognition, and technology. During my time in Education 522, I learned the importance of embracing each and every single one of my students' differences and uniqueness. I know now that not every student will learn in the same way, and that it's my job as an educator to target all the learning styles and incorporate technology whenever possible and appropriate. Although there is a huge focus on district and state testing, and of course we must cover all the state content standards, that doesn't mean that we can't integrate all learning styles and embrace all of the intelligences every day in our classrooms. It is my goal as an educator to find and embrace each of my students' strengths and to help them be successful in all content areas.